Hello everyone, welcome to your November Pick a Card reading with me, Eva Spirit. This is going to be a reading what Spirit wants you to know for this month. So it could be about a range of topics. I have no idea what's going to come through yet. The 3 cards have come through. I shuffled prior to filming. So I'm going to show you the cards which will correspond to reading 1, 2, and 3, and you'll be able to go straight there. I'm also going to show you the card what has come through while shuffling at the bottom of the deck, because I've sensed that there's a collective message there as well. So stay tuned for that and then go to your reading. So reading 1, reading 2, reading 3. Okay, so the collective message, we've got the 10 of Swords in reverse. This is good. The message that's coming through here is, do not push away or be afraid or think that steps are being taken backwards if you find this month you are revisiting old pain, old trauma, old situations come to light. I just heard the guide say that there's some sort of wrapping up for a lot of people that's going to be coming this month. So the idea here is not to resist when old things come up, memories, thoughts. I'm also getting something about visiting old places. You may find yourself without intention in a place that at one point was very important to you, or see a picture of somebody, or just remember old times. I'm getting here that there's something about closing something off or wrapping something up. So for some of you, it can be that it's unresolved emotional issues, in which case it's going to be good to allow yourselves to feel those things this month. But for the majority of you, actually, what I'm getting is it's just a sense of wrapping up. It's kind of like it's sort of the equivalent of imagine you've gone through your closet, you've sorted through all your clothes, and you know which ones you want to keep and which ones you want to throw away, but you just haven't thrown away the old things yet, but they are gathered in a pile there. So that's kind of what I'm getting for the energy. I hope that makes sense, that it's like a lot of you've already sorted through on an emotional level. It's just the final moment to take that stuff out of the house, right? So that's what I'm getting for this month for all of us. So let's begin the readings. Okay, reading number 1, you have got the Ace of Cups in reverse. What I'm getting here is that don't be afraid to choose yourself. Don't be afraid to prioritize your goals, your wishes, your needs, your desires, what feels good to you. There's something here about going against the grain a little bit of perhaps what was expected of you from others, or even what you expected of yourself. There's some sort of realization or shift in terms of becoming aware of something that really does fulfill you. So maybe it wasn't important, or this person wasn't important at one point, but maybe after some consideration or an event, you realize that this thing is actually important to you. And I'm actually getting, for some of you, you're not ready to let go of something. There's still something that you need to, again, wrap up, or you need to finalize it or deal with it. And don't be afraid to sort of take that direction this month and do what needs to be done, even if other people may not be agreeing with you or thinking that it doesn't make sense or something. I just heard the guide say, you know yourself best, and some things can only be felt within the individual. It's very difficult for others to sense it, because ultimately everybody's always looking at things through their own lenses, right? So other people may be triggered, I'm also getting, by your decisions this month, but it is important to choose yourself. I'm also getting something, they're saying to choose to heal something. Okay, let's keep going and just see what comes through for you. I'm also getting something about coming back to yourself. So it could be that something has been neglected for a long time, or just not been at the forefront, but you're deciding this month to bring it back up, to put it on your priority list again. It's like you're not done with it, okay? Group number 1, please. What do they need to know? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, you're staying put with something. Thank you. Okay. You got the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, Group 1. So things are changing, but it's almost like they're changing in a way that seems kind of odd, or it's like, you know, sometimes you have to go back a few steps in order to go forward, but ultimately things are changing, and ultimately things are bringing you forward in a new putting you forward in a new direction. I'm getting a message, something about a relationship. You may have some business, unfinished business with someone that you were once married to, that's coming through, or someone you were once in a serious relationship with. I'm also getting that somebody may be connecting with someone new. This new person has a connection to someone from your past, and I just saw the lights flicker, so there you go. All right, so the other cards that came through for you, Group 1, you got the 3 of Wands in reverse and the 4 of Wands in reverse. So it's almost like, yeah, I'm just getting this strong energy. I hope this makes sense for you guys, that something needs to happen first before you can look forward and go forward and start creating this stability for yourself and this new journey for yourself. That's not to say that it's not available to you and it's not going to come, because these energies are here, but you need to take care of something. There's some sort of unfinished business, and I feel like it's unfinished business from a while ago. It's like it's come round again for you to sort out. You also got the Empress in reverse. This may challenge you. This may, again, it may feel like a backward step, but it's very important to keep your energy open as much as possible. I'm hearing something, well, nature they're giving me, but how do I describe that? Something that is not so much in the head in terms of ideas, something that helps you to feel very open and expansive, like how you feel when you sit in a garden or walk in a park. You don't hear nature sort of through words. It's just a feeling, isn't it, that you get when you're with nature. So that's kind of what I'm sensing. Do something that allows you to maintain that, because you may be challenged this month, but it is not a backward step. And again, you've got this energy, Page of Pentacles in reverse. Some ideas may have to be put on hold. Some processes or some things you may have started at one point need to be put on hold in order to deal with this thing. So that's what this month is. But I'm getting a very strong sense for you that if you deal with it this month, everything can be catapulted the subsequent months for you. Okay, that's what I got, Group 1. I hope it helps. Thank you so much. Okay, group number 2. You got the Ace of Swords. Beautiful energy. This is about experiencing a breakthrough, new ideas, new inspiration, and also something that is very successful. You're breaking new barriers. You are not afraid to be challenged or to challenge yourself with something. There's really it's like you become aware of your power this month. You become aware of your strength. I'm also getting your talents with something. So there's some sort of challenge that presents itself to you this month. But it's like you're able to come through it in a very beautiful, streamlined, you make it look effortless type of way. Everything that you've learned about your past experiences come together this month to be able to manage this thing. And I'm not sort of saying that it's this super negative, detrimental thing in your life, but it could be anything, something that you would just consider to be a challenge. I'm hearing the word juggling. Okay, so maybe a lot of you have 2 jobs, or you have a lot of things you're juggling right now, different responsibilities. I'm also getting something about there's something this month that you start, there's something in this month that you're wrapping up, there's something this month that's kind of, you're still in the middle of it, you're still feeling it out and waiting to see what For some reason they want to see, they want to say what fruit it can bear for you, sort of like how beneficial is this to your life, can it grow into something really good for you. So you have all of these different things going on at different stages of development, and you're able to go through it in a very successful way. I'm getting a message to say to you, group 2, if you find that a lot of opportunities are coming to you this month, don't reject the opportunities just because you feel like, oh, it's going to be too much. I see you being able to juggle different things, and being successful with it. It's like going up an octave this month. You're in a new game, right? And also you may find that some people may not quite understand because they're just in a different arena to you. You've gone up a gear. Okay, group 2, please. Let's get some cards. See what else comes out. Group 2. King of Cups. Ooh, you got the 7 of Swords in reverse. That's good. And you're watching 7 of Pentacles. You're watching something grow. Okay, so let's break this down and see what the messages are. Let's try and be a bit more succinct. So you've got the 7 of Swords in reverse. Something is leaving you. I'm getting something about trust. I feel like you're able to trust yourself again. You're finding your footing with something again. You may be giving something another go. Something that when you tried it before, you weren't ready for it. It wasn't the right time. You didn't feel secure or confident in it. But this energy is releasing itself. And I'm really getting like distrust here. This could be relative to yourself or with someone else. But I do feel that this month you're ready to re-nurture something and give it a go, because that basic trust in life or in yourself is they just said revived. Nice. Okay. I'm also getting a sense that this is a period also to understand when to take action and when to wait. You've got the 7 of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And the message that I'm getting for you, group 2, is that there are going to be periods this month where you need to take action, you need to work, and there's going to be periods where you need to wait. It's not about moving forward, it's about doing something and then waiting for that to yield a result, and then doing it again. It's like you work and then you take a pause, you work and then you take a pause, and you're always in tune with what's happening with this project or this relationship, whatever it is that you're giving your energy to. It's not just work or rest. It's both, and it's sensing the changes of when to do which. And for a lot of you, it can be connected to a relationship. I am seeing the King of Cups here. So this could be someone coming in or somebody that you're working with in terms of a relationship. This could also be yourself. The King of Cups to me is always about emotional maturity. You could be getting to know yourself better. I'm also hearing a message about you getting to know your habits. I'm also hearing the guides say your emotional pitfalls. It's very powerful to know yourself, to know your strengths and your weaknesses. It puts you in a position of really being able to change yourself and transform yourself. So I feel that for a lot of you, there's tremendous growth and success, not only in learning yourself, but in making headway with a lot of things in your life. Okay, group 2, that's what I got for you. Thank you so much. Start with group 3. Okay. Group 3, you got the 8 of Cups. You're making a decision this month. And what I'm getting is there's some sort of emotional realization. It can be for a lot of you that the actions and the steps you take to complete this change will come later. But what's being highlighted this month is the decision in yourself. It's like deciding enough is enough, or deciding I can't do this anymore. And I'm hearing them say ultimately what it is deciding to free yourself from something, to liberate yourself from something. And I just heard the guide say, you can do no more. You've come to the end of a road with something. For some of you, I'm hearing it's a job. It's like you've learned everything you needed to learn. Some of you feel guilty about that because you appreciate where you work. Maybe you like the people there, but you're not being, you don't feel you're growing. There's something being highlighted here, group 3, about your personal growth. You cannot stay in things, in jobs, in situations, in relationships, in locations where you don't feel like you're growing and you're thriving. And that's not to always say that these things are inherently bad. I mean, sometimes they're not. There's no mistreatment as such. It's just that you've reached the end of a road with something. And they're highlighting the word acceptance as well. So and I'm hearing bittersweet. Yeah, that's what's happening for you this month. Bittersweet ending. I'm hearing the word reunion. Maybe you're going to a reunion and you realize that there's something about that could be indicative of reuniting with yourself and your strong desire to move forward and to expand. It's like to go on to new horizons. It's just not enough. And I think you've been toying with this for a while. But this is the month where the emotional sort of realization comes. And, for a lot of you, you're going to know what it is I'm talking about, right? Because, yeah, it's not new news to you. And I'm getting something like it's not worth your happiness in the long run. In the long run, this thing is not good for you, or it's not allowing you to grow. So what to do with it, right? It's like it's taking up too much time or space in your life. Group 3, please. The Emperor, taking control of your destiny. Yeah, being strong. Just saying it like it is. Taking leadership in your own life, taking control of your destiny. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. You also got the 7 of Cups. Life is going to present to you other choices. And I feel that you have a sense of like different roads that are available to you. Let's get one more. They're wanting me to take one from another deck. This is I think it's called the Romance Oracle deck or something. So it could be, for a lot of you, it's to do with a relationship. I mean, everything is relationships, isn't it? But let's just see, because they are asking me to get one. Group 3, please. Group 3. Thank you. All right, group 3, you got chemistry. And it says there's a strong magnetic attraction here. Okay, so what that is then is that something is pulling you forward. Okay, this could be a new person, a new job, a new location, a new circumstance, new habits, new routines, a new way of living, a new way of being that's calling you. I'm getting a message that somebody is wanting to live in, what's it called, like a commune or something, when you live with a group of people and you grow your own vegetable. You're sort of not in the corporate world, so to speak. I don't mean to be offensive, but I don't know the terms for it, but somebody's wanting to do that, like live in a community basically, and feeling called to do that. I'm also getting something about religion. Okay, that's going to resonate with someone. So chemistry, something or someone is calling you, and you reach the acceptance this month that what you have been giving your time to is no longer enough. All right, group 3, that's what I got for you. I hope it helps. Thank you everyone for watching. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.